Good morning, and the creative writing for Thursday is called Adventure in Space. Now, you have words in a word box to help you write your creative writing. The words are spaceship, a large planet, landed safely, stepped out, looked around, walked slowly, huge rocks, explored towards a hill, climbed, looked down, deep green valley, shock and surprise, a huge red building, higher than, wider than, to get a closer look, crept towards, hid behind. Suddenly I saw aliens, strange creatures, different colors. And there is a picture to help you with your story. Now, this paper gets cut out and stuck in your book. And I need you to write me a story that is a page and a half long. You may start on these lines that are provided, but it doesn't mean that is the only place where you write your story. Now let's go back to the words that you've been given in the word box. Now, all these words, you need to use them and write them in your story. I can already make up a story just looking at those words given. Now, here, let's look at the pictures because this can also give you clues as to what your story is about. I see a person, I see a spaceship, I see huge rocks in the background, and I see valleys. Remember, we said, look there, that is a valley when you have a space between two hills or two mountains. I see aliens popping out of craters, and this is obviously a planet that is not planet Earth. And this person who comes out of the spaceship seems eager to explore. And he could have discovered aliens, and there behind him could be that huge red building which is described in the words given to you. So, on these lines is not the only space where you get to write your story. You must actually continue the story in your workbook. Remember that all these words in the word box need to be used in your story. And also, I need to remind you, like we've always done, that sentences start with the capital letters and they must end with a full stop. They mustn't be too long. Try and break up your sentences so that they make sense. Make sure that your story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. What happens in the beginning, what happens in the middle, leading to the end of your story. Your story mustn't just be made up of sentences that do not connect to each other. Your sentences must be part of the story. It must be watching a movie in my head when I read your story. And that is the creative writing that needs to be done in your workbook, not on the paper. This paper must be cut, pasted into your workbook, and then you continue your story in the workbook. And remember that your story must be 1 page and a half long. The half you can write on the paper, and then the page needs to be in your book. And remember Let all these words in the word box